I'm just one of those people. I never like giving people negative energies because I believe in karma.
Exactly.
The universe is a way of bringing that back to you. So if I meet someone for the first time in the street, it really is a thing of me saying, "Hey, what's up, friend?"
Yeah.
And giving you the benefit of the doubt. And
Exactly.
it's really up
Being
to you,
just relating to people as they are.
for sure. And it's up to you to mess that up, and that's so I always trust people. There's never a moment where I'm like, when I
Very
meet you for the first time, I'm like,
cynical
unless my energy is telling me that this is a very shady character.
Well, we definitely should trust our energies or
Yeah.
our instinct or something.
For sure.
But now you got into the television industry now very, very young. I can recall you back then. That's when the name Psyfo was very popular. That was before Psyfo.
Sure.
You were with your TV. I think you basically grew up in the entertainment, in television rather. Tell me about how you exactly ended up tapping into television. Because you've come to grow within it as a young person, you're a teenager, and then now you're a young adult, still in the industry and growing stronger.
Like I said at the beginning, it was just luck, really. But then I grew to love it, because it was, in a way, the universe telling me this is where you were supposed to be. And like every day I'd go to work, and it wasn't work at then, back then it was just a thing of, I like what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Although I was earning a salary, but it wasn't really about the money.
Yeah,
It's
it was
only
the love.
when I left high school, in fact, when I was doing matric, and where you now have to make a decision on what you want to do for the rest of your life, that I was like, you know what? I like what I'm doing. In fact, I love it. And I'm getting paid for it. So why don't I just continue doing what I do and make a living out of it? And that's how I started developing my brand. At first, it wasn't a conscious decision. It just came that I was just this clean person. Like I said, I'm just a positive energies.
Yeah.
I'm not saying like I'm a perfect human being. You can never be
of
perfect
course,
in life.
of
We all
course.
make mistakes, but in anything that I do, I try and be responsible. Most of the time I try and, because I was raised up in a family where my mom trusted me. She gave me the benefit of the doubt, in that she was like, if you go out with your friends, gotta have fun, but just do it in a proper way.
Yeah.
And that's
She
what
allowed you to be you,
yeah,
and that developed
because
to
she
you.
trusted me.
Yeah.
And she gave me that. I didn't want to disappoint her, So therefore, I was raised on those morals of giving trust and just being responsible. And I was also made independent from a very, very young age. My mom
Lovely.
gave me, like, when I started earning a salary, she's like, you know what, that's your money. You're gonna do what you want to do with it. So I'm gonna open up a bank account for you on my name, and you're gonna take care of it for yourself. So I had my own bank card as a 12-year-old kid, and I was drawing money out of it, and I was doing what I wanted to do with it. And that's how I kind of like learned to be responsible and being independent. And from then on, my mom was like, you know what, you're earning a salary. There's no point of me giving you a allowance.
Exactly.
So
You
then
can't have it
learned,
here and here.
I learned, man. As tough as it was, I really learned to stand on my own. But like that kind of like grew me as a person, and hence now me, Psyfo really just is still Usipo, but it's Usipo who is the bigger me, who's the person who I can go out and just
Hang
do
with, have
crazy
fun.
things,
Yeah.
and not have to worry about bazo, what are they gonna think about
Exactly.
me and stuff,
Just being that liberated soul.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Sipo is the more quiet me, it's me when I'm chilling at home, just having a brow with friends, and me just playing my PlayStation.
Actually, sitting next to you, I see that side of Psyfo. I think the quiet guy who would just want his peace and chill, no noise, no anything.
Yeah.
But people at home, our viewers, half the time do not know the difference. What would be the major difference now between Usipo, Psyfo, and Ajax on Generations? Because I think we don't know.
I'll be very honest with you, because I'm just that kind of a person, and I got into Generations, and the first thing I told the producers of the show was that I did not want to be portrayed as this musician on the show, because that's what I've already been doing, and I feel like I'll be doing the people at home an injustice by coming on the show and playing
Continuing yourself. Yeah.
It's kind of boring.
Yeah.
But then they said to me, you know what, as much as we'd like to give you that freedom, but we also have an audience to cater to,
Exactly.
And those are the people who listen to hip hop, and those are the people who want to aspire to be someone else other than an accountant or lawyer. And,
true.
And so in a way they kind of brought in an element of like a career choice that is quite, it's a reality. I mean, there's entertainers in this country, and it's an industry that's still growing. So they wanted to have some kind of representation of it in the show.
Yeah.
and so I had to basically just put my feelings aside and just be an actor and take it on. And they were like, "You already doing it, so I mean, it's gonna become so real if you bring that character to life because you already know what it's like being an entertainer. You know what it's like being an artist, a rapper.
It might be at a different level, but it's still the same thing.
But although everything has happened in a parallel where there are so many similarities, there are big differences at the same time, you know. And one of them is that Psyfo is a very, very responsible person compared to what Ajax is at the time, you know. He's also a very, very young person who's going through life and experiencing all these different things. So there's so much more pressure that is happening for him because the fame happened so quickly.
So young?
No. I mean, it happened young for me too, but I'm saying for him it happened so quickly that it was a thing of he was thrown in the deep end and it just happened, you know, whereas I was in a way gradually brought into it. I never started on a big scale of, you know, of entertainment. I started in a very, a young kid show, whereas he was a rapper, you know, so he already came out as a musician, and it was either people take him serious or they don't. Well,
we'll be right back. We're going to be discussing now your music in today's music video. But right now, let's take a close look at some of Ajax's best moment in Generations. And right after this, you're going to be getting to see exactly what is it that this young man was up to throughout the day as he was busy with his latest music video. Do enjoy.
Yes, 8 seconds.
Until you pass out?
No, off my average time. I want to send you
a save your breath. It looks like you're running low.
Yeah, I've been hitting the sprint up 4th Avenue. Got me straight dog out of nowhere.
Outrunning a straight is pretty impressive. You're going to start making us old men look bad.
Hey, how about the file?
I couldn't went before Elon Trump, Palace's orders.
I'm
when I'm down after Friday. Mhlambe kuzomela uchange ibhetri kule hearing aid yakho.
Bekumlomo wakho nomfana. Yabona bangakwazi ukuvuka before 7, mhlambe ngakuchallenge to a friendly sprint.
Well, bring it on.
Angishongo ukuthi ngizokwenza ngithe mangakwazi.
Well, kuzomela
bekushayela ukora past 7 ngisaseshaweni kusuke kuyinhlanhla.
Kuzomela ulale elike awufuna uvuka at dawn. Mina izolo nale ngo6.
What?
Yeah, I mean ngifike endlini ngithatha ishower ndalala antyanga nokutya. I'm actually proud of myself for ukulala early, not for missing dinner.
Grace ulengazanga efleshini lekuzodla idini zona.
Hayi, uzofika namhlanje. Which reminds me, Gladys, unayi curry powder ne tomato puree up.
Amazing, amazing. I'm sure you must be having some tears in your eyes seeing he can make you laugh, yet at the same time he can make you cry. That's the power of acting, and this young man for sure is going places. Africa, we are blessed to have such talent in Africa. Young, brilliant, I must say he's full of wisdom. That was amazing, Psyfo.
Thank you very much.
Amazing. I mean, the scene with the father, I can't get over it. At the same time, the excitement of Grace is just one thing. But now we've got another character, Psyfo, on stage. Tell me about that part, because that excites you. You become somebody else, and the moves and everything, and the look, because now this is exactly who Psyfo is. Tell me a bit more about that.
You know, like I said at the beginning, I love entertaining people, you know. So in acting, the acting is a different kind of entertainment. And the being on stage part is the letting go part, you know. That's where I get to enjoy my own creativity, my own birth of creativity, I'd rather say, you know what I'm saying? And it's just, I've just become a completely different person. I love music, you see. It's just, I mean, I was raised in a home where music was just all around me. You know, my mom is an opera singer and you know, a classical musician, and with her background of music and having to listen to her like either warm up or practice or do whatever she's doing at home.
Already put that thing,
you know? And when I went to school, I was not such a big hip hop fan. I mean, I was raised on kwaito and rock music. I was listening to, I remember how big Arthur was when I was in primary school. Yeah, when he was quite big. There were some songs that, like, obviously I can't sing now. But they were quite big.
They were quite big, true.
And listening to guys like The Offspring and what's the Green Day, for instance.
Wow.
You know, I mean, like, listen to those rock bands, and I was like really taken away by them. You know? And I just started falling in love with this whole thing of music making.
Performance.
I bought myself a small computer. I started programming beats on these cheap programs, music programs that you get, you know, where you just take samples and
throw everything,
in. But then I wanted my own, like, I wanted control. You know, I wanted control. So that's when I took up piano.
And do you play?
I could, yeah.
So lovely. We should have gotten a piano.
I'm not a great piano player, but
hey, you play.
I use it to compose. You know, let's put it that
Lovely.
way. I use it so I can compose my music because
Yeah.
I like to have my own. I like to have control
Yeah.
in everything that I do. So I find like some people who sample, it's very limited. You
Yeah.
know? I mean, a song is already there. You take it, you sample it. What can you do? You know, it's
There
already,
isn't
the
much.
melodies are there already.
Yeah.
That's why I prefer like composing a beat from scratch, because it just has so much in it that you can do whatever you want because it's your composition.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyways, music is really my life. You know, I go home and no matter how sad I am, if I go into my studio, I'll have a great day again. You know?
Well, I have a temptation right now, and if I manage, I'm gonna squeeze your hand to it. I'm gonna make sure before you leave this set right now, I find a piano. And you want to give us a little piece, but that we'll discuss with you later on.
Cool.
What was so fascinating about today, because what I saw since earlier today, it is hard work putting together a music video.
Yeah.
You've got the producer, you've got the director, you've got the props, you've got the cast, you've got the crew, and you're the main man. You must be here, you must do makeup. You're used to it already, but I think doing music video is a bit different. At the same time, exciting. Tell me about the actual process of one shooting a music video, because when people see a music video on television, it's all glamorous, it looks good, but there's actually so much work behind the scenes.
Yeah, it's a lot of work. I mean,
And a budget as well.
of course, and because I mean our industry, we have, unfortunately, we're in a crisis now with the whole world recession. You know, economically things aren't great, and in the music industry, I mean rather in the entertainment industry, it was never great. Well, in our country, that is.
Yeah.
You know, the actors and musicians and just artists have really suffered when it comes to being paid. I mean, we get paid the least, and
Exactly.
we still get taxed so much. You know, and it really demotivates a person.
whole lot
you know,
of
'cause
people,
then you
yeah.
think, why am I really doing this? You know, I put so much. I'm at
Effort
work at
into
7
this.
o'clock in the morning, and I go 7 o'clock at night. I leave home. I mean, for home, and I get home, and it's 8 o'clock. I'm supposed to have dinner. Then I'm supposed to learn my lines for tomorrow. So you really, you know what I mean? And which is why we need a lot of support for our own this industry.
Yeah.
And being like producing a video like this really takes a lot of effort and time, but I love it, which is why I do it. You know?
Yeah.
And it's for me, it's just the final product. That's the
Yeah.
biggest thing, you know. It's just the joy that you get out of it.
Exactly.
It's like, wow,
Yeah.
this is with all the stresses that you've done. It just erases all of that. You
Wow.
forget about all that. And you just think, I've actually brought something to life.
Yeah.
And there it is.
I've heard a lot of quotes with 2009. People saying it's 2009, it's 2009, it's 2000 divine. And I'm saying it is definitely 2000 and yours. You have God on your side more than any other thing. You spoke of energies and the universe being God to you. All I'm saying is that it's a great success. This album, this single, this music video is going to be a hit, not only for South Africa, for Africa and for the world.
Yeah.
You know, because we need this. We need to join hands and sort of chain ourselves together in taking out Africa's talent there, because you're awesome at your age. Any other thing before we leave that you'd like to give to our viewers, because we've got a whole lot of young people, you know, Psyfo out there, they look at you and they want to get there, they want to do big things, but they do not know how to tap into it. And one of the main things I have realized, people think that the entertainment industry is all about glitz and glamour. There's a whole lot of things that go into it. Just share with our viewers before we go, what are the significant areas to focus on in order to make a success out of yourself, even in the entertainment industry?
Okay, cool. Firstly, I'd just like to say thank you very much for giving me this opportunity to actually speak to Africa, because it's very rare that we have shows like this that connect all Africans. You know, it's always like a country-based television program. So I commend you on that one.
We thank you.
And yeah, and can I just, which camera is it? Am I speaking to you? Yeah, I just have to take my glasses off for this one because I need to connect.
Yeah.
I'd like to say that in life we all have our own purpose, you know, and sometimes you find out about that purpose when you're young, and for some people it happens when they're old, you know. But it really is about you and what you decide for yourself. You know, we all have choices. We have the equal amount of opportunities. But one thing separates all of us, you know, it's perseverance, it's hard work, and it's also belief in yourself. If you don't have faith in what you're doing, if you are not convinced yourself, then you cannot convince anybody else. I've met so many different people in my life, and some people you come across and they have a lot of negative vibes and they're always trying to bring people down. So whatever you do, stay away from those kind of people, because negative energies, I mean, like, it's the same thing as rotten apples. You know, if there's one good apple in a whole bunch of rotten apples, it's gonna be rotten no matter what, you know. So it really is about you trying to run away from that bunch and separating yourself and reaching your destiny. yeah, and just really just no matter what it is, it can be you becoming a scientist. I've grown up not having any real educational background behind me. I mean, I've got a matric, and I look at myself today, and I've always judged myself, and I thought I haven't done big things, but you know, in all honesty, that's not a true reflection of what I have done. You know, you never ever doubt yourself. You know, count your blessings, because that's very, very important. I mean, there's people who have less opportunities than, or rather less privileges than you, and you'll never know that until you lose those things. So really just stay true to yourself, respect yourself, and also respect others. You know, you can only make yourself happy, so do that first before you try and make other people happy. But otherwise, I would just wanted to say to Africa, thank you very, very much for your support. I know that you watch Generations all the time, and it may not be just for me, or it may not be just for Karabo, but the fact that you are supporting African shows is what matters to me as an artist. And yeah, man, we must all just try and build Africa, man. I know like the world is always looking at us like as the continent that has like all these diseases, but listen, we are such a blessed continent. Why would we have such, and really, I mean, we don't have all these earthquakes that are happening all around. And I spoke earlier on about things like karma, you know, and all these natural disasters that are happening outside of our continent, you know, and that's because we are a blessed country. I mean, excuse me, a blessed continent. It's really up to you to try and elevate yourself and stop thinking about what CNN is bringing us, and just keep Africa alive, man. Yeah.
You're bringing me to tears. And I must say that you're definitely full of wisdom. And you're really, really touching my heart. I mean, saying close, you're just touching on very, very critical issues and really sending that message home. Wishing all of the best, my brother. And we love you. We're so proud of you.
Thanks
well, that is all we have for you today. I'm quite touched. I'm sure you'll agree with me. Psyfo is not just a man on stage singing. He's not just the Ajax on Generation. He's an amazing, amazing young African man with lots and lots of possibilities. He's going places, not for himself only, Africa for all of us, because our success in South Africa is our success in the continent, and definitely we can conquer the world right here in the rich soil of Africa. Until we meet again on another exciting and life-changing episode of Soul Screen Profiles, I'm Molebohe Matli. We love you. Ciao.
This is the situation. The cold product operation been decimating some local and foreign radio stations. We know that you've been patiently waiting, anticipating the culmination of Upclose premiere compilation. Well, here it is. Light a judge you up, a puff and cig, fill your glass up, move to the rhythm, handle your biz, shake that ass up. Talking to women with thick figures and curves, and getting wine and dines what they prefer. Damn it, we back at it again. Y'all know what it is. The wolf's loose in the chicken coop yet again. We here to flip the script, clip, keeping it real, redefining the street lingo definition of ill. Cause we're the type to roll up on you while you on your corner with all your homies ever warning and snipe ya. It's alright though, I try to be nice, so here's a bootleg for half the price, but just keep it on the hush. Don't even call 5-0 when we convoy your whole by slow, you better keep it on the hush. Before these black boots stomp ya, you can't say you ain't been wrong, but just keep it on the hush. Bump that, turn it up, bump that, yeah. With a style and wild, we all love that. No need to act like that, just cause I ran through and won't come back, you better keep it on up.
We had to come with that one track that have that bass drum saying take that. That track to blast, make everybody get back. So spectacular, we had to keep it on up. Hey, but we ain't take too long, yeah. We had to come through strong, you know, break a few bones. We got kids reaching for ones, wishing they was home chilling with moms. Try to keep it on up. And the beat goes on, yeah, let the beat go on. And the beat goes, hey, let the beat go on. Cause that flow hit too damn strong. So it won't be wrong for you to grab a waistline and dance. Raise up your weight, don't waste time with glands. It tastes the same whether in a bottle or can. And we don't mind if you call us a gang, but just
don't even call 5-0 when we convoy your whole by slow, you better keep it on the hush. Before these black bulls stop ya, you can't say you ain't been wrong, but just keep it on the hush. Bump that, turn it up, bump that, yeah. With a style and wild, we all love that. No need to act like that, just cause I ran through and won't come back, you better keep it on the hush.
Eyes on, or they get you smooth. Holding down your block, you gotta show them who the boss.
So zip your face up, don't let nobody hear about it, keep your mouth shut. Chitter chatter, only get your finger band up. I know it ain't the way you want it